All right, everybody, I got a new project, and I want you guys to let me know if you want to see me work on this. It's got a 1.88 liter diesel. It's a Case 530 Construction King. It was sitting and it's locked up, and the guy I bought it from didn't tell me that it had a broken injector, but this injector was loose. So I pulled it out and it snapped off. I just pulled it out by hand the same way I did right now. Let's see, you see down in there? Yeah, see down in there, that little piece? That's the other end of the injector. So might need to pull the head off. I'm kind of hoping that I can get the engine freed up without pulling the head off, and then I can turn it over and maybe get it to pop out that little piece with compression. But the previous owner had gotten it from a friend of his, and it was running when it was parked, and then he tried to pull the injectors out and put some diesel down the cylinders to clean it up. But I just got this, got home late Sunday morning. I bought it. I left Friday after work. I went and got the trailer, and I ended up leaving Saturday morning at 4 o'clock. So it was basically, I was gone for 24 hours. And I poured some Marlboro Mr. Oil down the intake and down the exhaust. That way, if there's a valve open on either side, it'll leak Marlboro Mr. Oil into the cylinder. I'm not quite sure yet how to get this to turn over, because it's a hydrostatic transmission. And this right here, this is the hydraulic pump right here, and it runs off of the crankshaft. So either I need to take this off and try to slide it out so I can get to the crankshaft, or take this off. I'm not exactly sure yet. The guy said that the starter didn't work, but I had it running just fine outside the tractor, so I put the starter in the tractor, and obviously it doesn't turn the engine over because it's stuck, but it engages, so I think the starter works fine. It's got the hydrostatic transmission. These are the controls for the front bucket. It's got a backhoe. Those are the controls for the rear bucket. I was trying to move that seat, and the pin came off of it, so I guess I'm gonna have to get a clip for that. And the pin's under here. It's right there on the other side. So I'm gonna have to get a C-clip for that and put it back on. Nothing's broke, it's just popped off the clip when I pulled on it, which means that clip probably wasn't in there all the way, but it was right here. And that seat just picks up. You pull out on this, and then it swings around, and this seat is what you sit on to run the backhoe controls. It's got it's pretty old. It's a 65-ish, and it's gonna need a lot of work, a lot of hoses. That's leaking for sure, but I don't know how bad it leaks. And this thing, I don't know how long this thing's been sitting. The back tires seem okay. That front tire is all right. The other one's completely bald. So it's hydraulic steering, like strictly hydraulic steering. This is my first tractor. I've never had a tractor before, so this is what it looks like in here. It's got a really cold gauge. I'd like to get that cleaned up. If you guys want to see any of this, let me know, because I'd like to pull this out and take some apple cider vinegar and clean up all the rust and see if I can save the paint in there, because I don't have to repaint the numbers. But I think that's cool. It's got some gauges in here that need to be reworked. That one's got water in it. I can't tell what it even is. From what I've heard, this is like the high and low for the hydrostatic transmission. And then it's got a gear shifter here, and all the way over and up is start. You can see down here on the case, there's an S. I don't know if you can see that right there. That S is for start. So you put it over there to put it in the start position. It's got a start button. I don't see a key anywhere, so they must, oh wait, there's the key. Well, wiring's going to be crazy on this, I'm sure. It's got an oil bath air filter, which I really like. I think those are cool. First one I ever seen was on a Volkswagen Bug, and I thought it was a cool idea because you're not wasting elements, filters and stuff. You take used motor oil, pour it in the bottom of this thing up to this line, and then it's got a screen in here that the air passes through before it gets there, and then the used motor oil will catch anything and it'll just sit at the bottom. So I always thought that was a cool idea. I understand it's not really a high performance thing. You don't want to suck a bunch of dirty oil into your engine while you're trying to drag race or something, but for a tractor I think it's great. The parts that aren't on here right now are in my back of my pickup. Let's go take a look. This is a 3-point for the box scraper. This is upside down right now. That's just because I was unloading it by myself, and I don't have a tractor to unload it with, so I basically just used the cherry picker, got it to the edge of the trailer and flipped it off. That's an extra bucket for the backhoe. There's the hood. There's the metal pieces for the side of the hood, and then the radiator up there, and the radiator guard, the grill guard. So that's what we got. If you guys want to see me work on this, you guys want to see me get the engine unstuck, I might have to pull the head off. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Let me see if I can clean some of this up. It looks like it's got some surface rust. This one's got a scratch in it. I don't know about that. I'm not exactly sure. I would assume that if I just leave that, it'll leak. But obviously there's something in here. So I might be redoing some of these. But if there's not a major leak, I'm not going to worry about it. This is some angle iron that's just stuck in here to hold up the front of the tractor. So it's all there. The hoses definitely need to be replaced. So a friend of mine's dad has a mobile service where he works on stuff, and I believe he has all the hose making equipment, and I might have him come out here and help me with some of this. But this is what we got so far. Like I said, if you guys want to see it, put a comment down below. If I don't get any comments, I'm probably not gonna make any YouTube videos on it, because if you guys don't want to see it, I'm not gonna bother making the videos. Let me know what you think, and we'll see how this goes.